dokie. Alright, that's doing good and perfect. We are live. Rody, why do you whine? You're a stinky boy. A stinky, itchy boy. Rody. Bow wow wow. You wanna play too? Come on, sit on the chair. Sit on the chair. Good boy. That's a good bub. What are you doing, Mr. Rody? What are you doing, Mr. Dog? You're a good boy. Little bub. Little bub. Alrighty, where we left off. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. What we doing? Can I grip these yet? No. That's my... I'm mostly just doing... like, resource collection and crafting. Alright, since we're here in Windsward, I'll go do a run of that resource route. Or should I go finish that quest? Maybe we should go finish the quest. Ooh, what's in the store? Nah. Oh, I could get it. I don't think I'm using it. Yeah, no, I'm not using the shield right now. That is funny, though. I do really like this one. That's kind of cool. Frog hat? That's kind of hilarious. Alright, anyway. We're gonna go turn in this stupid little quest. Oh no, wait. Maybe we won't yet until we get up into Everfall. Let's go back over here. Should probably be progressing the storyline a bit. Catch up. I really want to really work on my fishing with this character, but my attention span is so short. I'll catch like 5 fish and be like, okay, bored now, move on. This is the life with ADHD. Can never do fucking shit for more than 5 minutes until you hit a hyper focus, and then you'll be sitting there for 8+ hours without food, water, bathroom, anything. Focusing. berries. I can't eat these in real life. Because I take medication that it doesn't go well with them. Might as well get that speed bonus running around the road. Hey, it's not giving it to me. Maybe because this is a side road or something. Oh, that's who I have to talk to. I was about to fucking bomb the shit out of him.
I don't understand. We've all...
Yeah. Oh, you guys might want to see it. Oh, I forgot to announce on my socials that I am streaming. Hang on. Stream manager, share. Oh, no, wait. If I go... Sorry, I'm old. I might as well be 80 by this point, so technology often can be difficult, especially if it doesn't want to load. Where's the... Sure, why not? And a couple more places. Hang on. Beep-a-doop-a-doo. Okay. There we go. Off we go. Ooh, cabbage. Excuse me, zombie. I am farming cabbage. Oh, 15. I must have a really bad blunderbuss. I'm gonna blunderbuss all over that booty. I had shift. Yes, I know you can lock on to enemies now, but I started out playing this game without that feature, and I'm going to continue playing it without that feature because I don't like it. Well, it can be kind of helpful in certain scenarios. I think it all comes down to personal preference. And again, I'm not playing to be like one of the top echelon characters. I'm just playing to have a fucking good time. And to collect things. And hoard them. Like the little raccoon dragon creature I am. A mix of a raccoon, a goblin, and a hoarding dragon. Why? Alright, I'll take this lady's quest because I'm pretty sure it's in there. And I'm gonna have to go in there anyway. Alright. Tell me what you want.
Commander Merrill died. Oh, to join. You look like. Dang, I know.
Excuse me. Okay. What was that? I am very much a hoarder. It's bad. I'll have to at some point show you one of my level 60 characters and show you my chest inventories in the cities. It's extensive. I have a problem, and I know it. It's like, I'll be like, I'm gonna collect this. I might need it at some point. And then I get to a point where I could use it. I'm like, no, what if I really need it some other time? And then I just never use it. Because I'm like, I might need it some other time. Rain makes corn, corn makes whiskey, whiskey makes my baby feel all frisky potatoes. Ooh, wait, more corn. Hang on. This is why I really like Harvest Moon. Because he just collects stuff. Smush the bat creature. It's an abomination against God. Whenever I hear my voice playback, I just hate myself more and more. Focus on the future when the issue at hand is now. You know, that's what I go to therapy for a lot. I tend to catastrophize stuff. I do have, in addition to the autism and the ADHD, I also have OCD. And it tends to, and I'm more of a obsessive compulsive thinker. So I will obsessively think and ruminate on things that haven't even fucking happened yet. It's great. It's so great. Please, someone take the OCD away from me. I don't like it. And I take medication for it, but it's... The problem is the one medication that's really good for OCD kind of interferes with another medication that I'm on that is necessary. And so we have to balance them, but they could easily both shred my kidneys if either of them gets too out of hand. So, you have to be very careful. Because, I'd rather keep my kidneys. I'm already... How many organs am I missing, technically? It's not many, I promise. It's a... So I got my gallbladder taken out. But I had some... No, it's probably just gallbladder. I'm just missing the gallbladder and... Oh, my tonsils, I guess, are technically an organ that I'm missing. But, and I got those taken out as an adult, which is more excruciating than when you're a kid. I couldn't eat solid food for over a month. It hurts so bad. Maybe that's why I'm sick all the time. I don't have my tonsils anymore. Well, I mean, I'm usually sick all the time anyway because I'm chronically ill. But, you know, we out here wildin'. I'm being good about not killing every turkey I see, though. I do have... Yeah, when you're a kid, it's a lot easier because it's less painful and you just get to sit on the couch and eat ice cream. As an adult, though, and like they told me this before, I had the because I also had to have sinus surgery to fix my. They did several things: fix my septum, shave down my turbinates, whatever that was, and put in ear tubes, along with taking out my tonsils all at once. That recovery was not fun. I was just on the couch in agony. Because, of course, no pain medication works on me. Yeah, I screamed for a month. Exactly, but, like, when you're an adult. Oh, here's the spearman. Come back here. When you're an adult, it hurt. Like, the nurses straight up said before the surgery, they're like, as an adult, it hurts so much worse. So, prepare yourself. And I'm like, great. Especially because, and like I needed steroids at some point because the swelling was just not going down, and I couldn't because I was on pain meds. Technically, I could have driven, but legally, you're not supposed to drive when you have pain meds. Oh, thank God! Yeah, this blunderbuss sucks. Boink. No wonder I was doing no damage. Pressing buttons. I forget what I was talking about. Anyway, yeah, getting your tonsils out sucks. Especially as an adult. Come on, hit me. There you go. Oh, it's the same fucking... Oh, no, it's not the same thing. Oh, I don't think I took... I didn't take Shockwave. Okay, we don't use that one. Anyway, I don't even remember what I was talking about by this point. I like to say that the men in black tend to hang around me and use their stupid little neuralizer to wipe my memory every about 5 minutes. At least that's what it feels like. That was a little bit overkill. My bad. I just broke that person's back without regard. Someone picked all the vegetables in this plot. Because there's usually carrots, I think, or broccoli. Yeah, isn't this usually the broccoli plot? Where's the broccoli? Poo-poo. Come on, there you go. I do need some more wood. I think I used it all. I think the nurse, I can't remember exactly what the nurses said, but I don't know. I just remember them telling me as an adult getting your tonsils out is way more miserable than when you're a kid. But I think that is part of it, just your perception. You're like, oh yay, now I get to stay home for a couple weeks from school and eat only ice cream. Whereas for me, I'm like, I'm using up all of my PTO. Ah.
You're back. The creed says that. I agree. They are that.
Bison. Ooh, iron. Where? Oh. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Yeah, but it is kind of different that when you're a kid and you're staying home from school with a bowl of ice cream on the couch watching whatever daytime TV is on. Yeah, no, I could not eat solid food for over a month. It was just absolutely miserable. It was fun. It was weird though, because like I feel like I should have taken my tonsils out as a kid, because I had strep throat so many times, and they never took them out. Like I would get strep throat at least once, pretty much every year. And they never took my tonsils out. Usually, once you get it a couple times, they take them out. But I don't know, where's the? It's back here. Oh, it's down here. Okay, it's not on top. Yeah, I was a weird little thing, but also I was undiagnosed. Like the OCD isn't something I developed. It's something I was born with. It's definitely genetic. Like my family members are just on one side of my family that, in fact, the ADHD runs in. They're starting to get diagnosed and be like, oh shit. So I've been like, I remember I used to have this thing. I don't remember exactly, but I had before bed rituals were very important. And Mom and Dad had to sing me the Mailman song at least 3 times. I usually do things in threes. At least 3 times while I danced around. And on certain days, or most days, I had to wear my favorite mint green nightgown, or else I would have meltdowns of epic proportions. Oh yeah, I was the opposite. I despised school, but that was mostly because I was probably mostly because I was severely bullied, especially in elementary school. And also being autistic, making friends can be difficult, especially when you don't know that you're not catching certain cues. But school was absolute torture for me. I would never go back to school unless it was like an online at your own pace thing, because I would also, because of my issues. Yeah, I was an outcast. The other kids would not let me play with them. I met my best friend, who we'd been best friends since kindergarten. I did meet her through Girl Scouts in school. I'm not strong enough to kill those bison yet. No, come back, buddy. There we go. But, Girl Scouts, like, the other girls wouldn't let me play with them. And they would shove me off to the side, and so I would sit on the side sad, wanting to, interact and play with people. And my best friend would sit herself on the side because she was the youngest of 4 very intelligent, and also a couple of them autistic siblings. She would sit herself on the side because the other girls were just too screamy and immature. And so then we became friends because she thought they were dumb, and they wouldn't let me play with them. So we've been thick as thieves ever since. Yeah, school was like a prison for me, and I hated it. Because I needed to go at a different pace than other people, but no teacher or administrator cared to try to get me help. And they just let me drown. So, that's why, yeah, we were very different children. School was honestly very inherently traumatic for me. Oh, finally, my leather bag. And, like, sure, there were times I had fun and everything, but... Am I talking to you next again? No, I guess you are the next. Okay.
What did you find it? Of course.
Blah, 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 blah. Oh, the intestines... Ooh, iron. The intestines are kicking in. As per usual. Can I mine you yet? No. I'm a miner. Oh. Anyway. Just kidding. God, I need better equipment. It's so slow. I'm so used to on my level 60 character. Like, that one would be like 2 strikes, and this one would be 1. Yay, mining level 35. Can I... Oh, I can track silver. Oh boy. Goody. Oh no, I blew up the bunny rabbit. I didn't mean to. You got too close to the grenades. I'm sorry, little guy. Make sure your skin doesn't go to waste. That doesn't sound good. That sounded very, That sounded like a no-no. Oh, I had a blue Game Boy Advance SP, the Sapphire colored one, and my first Pokemon game was Sapphire. I read a shit ton. It was my way of escaping where I was. It was a form of dissociation now that I look back on it. But I would read constantly to the point where teachers would have to take books away from me during class, because I would just read during class. I don't know how young or old you are. Well, I guess with SP. You're not that much younger than me. Reading was the only way, because we couldn't, well, for one, up until high school, cell phones weren't really all that big. I mean, kids really didn't have cell phones because there was no smartphones. You know, phones still had antennas that you pulled out and had physical keyboards. So we weren't allowed any electronics in class whatsoever. So I would just bring books along, and it got to the point where we had to do this, what do you call it? Like a book report. We had to read something within our, what was that called? Like AR level. It was like a academic reading level or whatever that you had to test for and whatnot. And I had, this is why they thought I was a gifted child and treated me as such, when really I was just autistic. I could read starting in preschool. In fact, I would read to some of my preschool, not friends, classmates. They wouldn't like me. That's per usual. But they're like, okay, you have to pick something within so many points of your reading level and do a book report on it. I looked. The only book left available in the middle school library that I had not read yet, that was eligible and in my reading level, was this old ass book called Ivanhoe, if you've ever heard of it. Like, I mean, like Harry Potter thick, tiny print, and it took this dude about a whole page to 2 pages just to introduce him, like, just to say his title. Like, he is, I am Lord blah 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 of blah blah blah, son of blah blah blah. Like, it's that kind of thing. Like, way back, like, it was medieval time reading. And I went to my teacher and I was like, I can't get through this. It is so boring. And so they had to let me do the project with a book that was like over 1,000 points under my reading level. And the other kids gave me the stink eye. 'Cause I was Miss Goody Two-Shoes Smarty Pants. Yeah, I did have my first phone in 5th grade. Air quotes around phone, though. Oh, here's the broccoli patch. Because it was my mom's till recent Nokia. It was a silver Nokia. It didn't fold, of course, mind you. But all I could do was use it to radio my mom and my dad or dial 911. That's all I could use it for. But it was my freedom because I would ride my bike all over town, and we had a swimming pool in our neighborhood. And so that was my way, my freedom, basically, was as long as I took that phone, I could go down to the pool when I wanted. I could ride my bike over to Emma's house, yada, yada, yada. So I did have a cell phone early, but it wasn't a cell phone. I mean, it was a cell phone, but they made it so that it was basically just a fancy walkie-talkie with long range. I remember when texting first started to become big. It was in high school when we finally got a text plan, and I only was able to send 75 texts a month. And I was like, oh, I don't need much more than that, because I'm not going to text. I'll just call it. I just call everybody. And then I kept going over, and you had to pay for each individual text, and then eventually we had to get an unlimited plan. I'm not that big of a texter, though. Oh, yeah. You spit on me? I blow you up. Oops, I did not mean to do that. I keep hitting reload. R for reload. And you don't need to reload. It just automatically does it. I used to be a fast texter, but I was a fast texter on physical keyboards and not even the ones with the letters, like just the numbers, because you could hold it under your desk so the teacher couldn't see, and you could just really fast type out text messages without looking at your fingers or at the screen, because you knew you could feel where all the buttons were. And you knew how many clicks got you what letter. So you could just blindly text under, look at the message, text back. It was very easy to text in class when they had physical keyboards. God, that old Nokia, I could have beat somebody to death with it. And it would... I think unless my parents finally threw it away, I might know where it is, and I'm pretty sure if I could find a charger that fit it, it would turn on. Let's see, 5th grade was, I don't know how long 5th grade was ago, but it was many, many, many moons. Too many moons to count. God, I feel ancient now talking about that. I remember when texting was first coming up as a popular thing. We went down to the watering hole and, now I forget what some of the dances are, but anyway. I am basically 80 as of right now at age 31. Because my body is so fucking mangled and broken from not having help for my chronic illnesses until now. I literally might as well just be 80. Yeah, no, I like my body does not stay together. Everything is falling apart. Which is why I'm trying to stream, because I can't work a normal job, and disability forces you to live in abject poverty in the US. Because that's how those rules worked, you know, like 80 years ago when one could live on minimum wage with a 4-person family in a house. But yeah, no. I don't trust this administration to help anyone other than themselves, so. I guess I'll stick with medium armor. It seems to be working good.
By order of the Speaker of the Wits, I'm writing to inform the Iron Rose Company that the City Guard is assaulting the troops. The Iron Rose is relieved of responsibility for this city. I will be escorting the troops myself, so you needn't be worried for its support. Guard, Captain.
Oh, the hammer does so much more damage. Ooh, is that another one? Is it better? Hell yeah, we're slowly getting better blunderbusses. Oh, do I have a hat? No, not worth it. No, not worth it. Oppressive. Boop, boop, boo, da, boo, boo. Why is there so much mud? I'm gonna go in this house, this side of the house. Let me in, let me in, let me in. Ooh. Oh shoot, I might have to face her after I do that.
Excuses, Commander. Tribute for the
Ooh,
season.
shoot him first.
And, as you know, this is a breach of my contract with the Iron Rose, the town of Corinth. Whoever holds the title of Speaker of the Winds these days, they should be reminded of the consequences that are described in detail in the original covenant. If this situation is not remedied quickly and to my satisfaction, further reparations will be expected. I will not hesitate to visit Windsworth myself and personally see that the cost is paid for these transgressions.
A bit.
Yours
No, I'm just
in
kidding.
candor and quickly decreasing patience. Nadia.
It was a long-winded way of saying, you fucked around. Now you're about to find out. The hard way. Anyway, I want to get those carrots, but I just want to move on. Once I hit level 20, I can get a mount. Once I do the mount quests. That's what good pussy sounds like. Anyway. God, I almost have my harvesting at 100 already. Never mind. Just don't worry. I was harvesting that honey and it sounded particularly squelchy. Ugh.
A warrior is no.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I can't get so blue yet. Ooh, the irons respawned. Gimme. Pretty much everything, all the resources in this game build off of the... Oh, you just need me to repeat myself. I get it. Just need some wood. I guess I could start smoking now that it's 6:30. It's still light out at 6:30. Oh, I have no in between. I am either completely innocent, I don't realize what I've said carries a different meaning, or I might as well be Master Roshi. There you are. I can see you. Is there another one, or is that just... Oh, did I miss one on the... Oh, there is one up here. Okay. Just a mining away. Well, sometimes I say things like that on purpose, and then other times I have absolutely no clue what I've said, and I'm like, why is everybody reacting that way? That's the tism kicking in, not picking up on any of the social cues. I do have to say, like, I didn't know what a boner was until sophomore year of high school, and my friends had to explain it to me because I didn't know what it meant. They're like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah, I've never heard that word before." Ooh, prisma flower over there. You need those to make dye. Front. Get to the cat. And something I learned about being autistic and OCD, you do get tics. Not quite like a Tourette's tics. But like one of them, there's a specific word for it. It's like echoloc, blah, blah, blah. I'd have to look it up. But basically, I'll hear or see something that trigger. Yeah, it's kind of like stimming. But it also triggers like a memory of a quote or something I've seen or heard. And I have the impulse to say it, and half the time nobody knows what I'm talking about. I'm like, oh yeah, it's like this video, and blah blah blah, and they're like, okay, yeah, that's one thing you don't realize, but and I just thought I was being goofy whenever I just thought that I just spoke in quotes and I didn't have any original thoughts. Yeah, so when you hear me start singing or quoting, like saying something that sounds like a quote out of nowhere, I've seen or heard something that's triggered that response. And like, it sucks, like holding it in and not doing the compulsion. But, like, at work, of course, I would hold it in, and then when nobody was looking, or, like, when we had to wear masks, I could, like, mouth it, and nobody would fucking know, which was great. Because usually, they're not very work-friendly. Oh, yeah, I like, pimple popping and skin picking. I have a big issue with that. Like, I love watching pimple popping videos, and I'm very specific about, like, the material that comes out and the types of zits, and I don't know. I know it's weird, but it's just how it is. But I do pick at my skin a lot, and I've been trying to do better about it. Actually, my dog Poppy has been very good. I didn't train her to do this, but she started to. She notices when I get stuck in the mirror picking at my face, or picking at my chest, which is usually where I pick. And she'll come up and she'll, like, put her paws on me and try to get my attention until it, like, she can pull me away from it. And she'll snap me out of it. And I'm like, are you doing this on purpose? What a good girl. I never was a nail biter, but I used to chew my hair in elementary school, and that made my hair smell really fucking bad. And so I got bullied out of doing that one. But I still, well, my hair's really short right now, but I still do, like, it's a texture thing, like a sensory thing with my hands. Like, I have a specific twirling cycle where I twirl my hair and I get all the tangles out and then, like, feel how smooth it is. And I like to, like, rub it on my lips because the smoothness just feels good. So I'm not chewing on my hair anymore, at least. I haven't done that in years, since elementary school at least, but oh yeah. And then if you ever notice, like, I wonder if I'm doing that, that usually means I'm shaking my leg really hard and I don't realize it. Or I realize it and I'm just letting it happen. It's like, I'm at home, alone. I can do all the stimming I want. I do some stimming that really makes me look special, which is why I try not to do it in public. It usually only happens when I'm, like, particularly upset or energized. Yeah. I am very particular about my nails, though I do let them grow to the point where I get very upset, because I have executive dysfunction, and sometimes self-care is hard. But especially since I played cello from middle school up through high school, I got used to cutting my nails down to there's almost no white. And so when it grows too much beyond that, it drives me absolutely fucking bonkers. And I like them to be sharp. Because I'm a very itchy person. Again, due to my medical issues, I do itch a lot. But I can't put too much pressure when I use scratch because of my fibromyalgia, and then I hit a pressure point, and then it feels like Mike Tyson has punched me. So I do have several back scratchers strewn about the house so that I may scratch with wild abandon. Because something that nobody ever talks about about living alone is that there's nobody there to scratch your back when your back is itchy. I hope they introduce dual pistols as a weapon. That'd be cool. But that's also kind of a problem I have with putting on makeup is if it's not perfectly even, I will continue to mess with it until I just fuck it all up. And then I'm like, okay, no makeup. I mean, I haven't worn makeup in like over a year because I've just been ill constantly. I look like hot fucking garbage. But, you know. It is what it is. Cranberries. Oh, wait. Where am I going? Oh, I could just... I'm an idiot. Recall it in. I didn't realize... Oh, I forgot to finish the cranberries. Oh, well. But also, another sign that they didn't... my parents didn't really think was odd. But, oh. Oh, yeah. I have quite a few. The ADHD isn't officially in the books. The OCD is officially in the books. The autism, the testing, it was so dumb. Because I had scheduled the testing and whatnot when I was still working. I had that insurance. And then I lost my job. Finally became, like, it took me a year to get this appointment. I finally show up. I'm like, hey, I finally have my Medicaid. It's my new insurance. And they're like, oh, we can't see anybody with Medicaid at all. Even if you want to do self-pay. So, but pretty much, it's my previous therapist very in agreement with the autism. And she's the one who wanted me to go out and get the official testing. So that's pretty much confirmed. And then I also have confirmed for the physical side condition called hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, aka HEDS, which is a connective tissue disorder. Basically, I do not make good collagen, nor can I process good collagen, which is the basic building block of everything in your body. But one of the most common symptoms that's talked about is the hypermobility. Like, there's literally nothing but muscle tension holding my joints together. I might as well just not have ligaments at all because they do nothing. They don't keep my joints together at all. I'm held together by zip ties and dreams, essentially. And then the HEDS causes a shit ton of other conditions. Like recently I just got diagnosed with something called POTS/dysautonomia, which POTS is postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. So basically, anytime I change position, laying, sitting, standing, my blood pressure goes out of whack. My heart rate immediately shoots up into the hundreds. And it causes a lot of other stuff, basically my autonomic system that that system controls like your heart rate, your blood pressure, your things that you don't have to think about. Basically my software sucks, and I am running on Windows Vista while everybody else is on Windows 10. Yeah, I'm just, and I pushed myself for 30 years to act like a normal, neurotypical human being, until I was completely burnt out and my body was falling apart. And then finally I gave up. So, yeah, I've just kind of gotten fubbernucked my entire life. I got gaslit, girl boss gaslit by doctors left and right, let me tell you that. Especially because another problem I have is I'm very, very overweight. And it turns out I also have a hormone issue called PCOS, which basically my body will just not process fat. Like, I can look at a cup of water and gain weight. And, like, I have tried so much, like, I've had trainers, I've had dietitians, and, like, I was putting in really good efforts to lose weight, and it just wasn't happening, and I kept gaining weight. And so they would just keep telling me, you're not doing it right, you're just not doing it enough, when I was. And also with these conditions, you often have something called exercise fatigue. So, you know how when you exercise, you feel, like, buzzed or, like, pumped? A lot of people do. I don't feel that, ever. I am always just more tired and exhausted every time I exercise. Also, everything hurts constantly. Like, also I have fibromyalgia, which is another pain condition, which they're starting to find is autoimmune-based potentially. And for most of these conditions, there's not really a fix. It's just putting band-aids on whatever symptoms pop up and hope that band-aid stays. That's all I got. No, go to the doctor, I promise. The sooner you catch whatever's wrong with you, the better things will be. I promise you. As someone with experience. Oh wait, I can make flour. Just go to the doctor. Just go to the doctor and keep pushing and pushing until they actually fucking listen to you. Well, if you are a male or male presenting, you tend to be listened to and taken seriously. Unless if you're versus when you are a female or feminine presenting. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Like for my conditions, like they do blood tests and pretty much all the blood tests come back fine. They're like, "Oh, you're fine." You're not fine. No, like a lot of my blood tests, they come back fine, and I am clearly not fine. Because a lot of this stuff, there's not really an actual blood test that they've discovered that actually shows that you have this disease. So you can't just get a scan, one simple scan or one simple blood draw. So you might have to keep pushing to see specialists and other things until you find someone that actually figures out what's up. And that is one of the most exhausting things, especially when you are just chronically ill and feel like shit all the time. Fighting the medical system is just another added super stress that, like, half the time I can't even deal with it. My dad has to... I usually bring my dad along to most of my appointments because, for one, I get deer in the headlights. And so then I clam up, but... So he'll keep me on track and mention things that I forget to mention. But also, studies have shown that if you are a woman or female presenting and you bring a male with you to your appointments, you are taken more seriously and actually given treatment versus being told it's anxiety, it's your weight. There are so many times where I went in and I'm like, this is so painful and excruciating. They're like, oh, just lose all your weight, it'll go away. It's like, I've had these pains since I was 125 pounds. What makes you think? Ugh. I would still push to see, I don't know if it would be a cardiologist or I would push to go see a specialist and definitely keep a journal of symptoms and whatnot, because then the more evidence you bring, the more they're gonna listen to you and the more they're gonna let you push them into trying to find something that actually is helpful. Don't I have this in the... Wait, who owns this town right now? Not in the Elysian Wilds, Jesus. Oh, it's green. Okay, that's fine. As long as it's not yellow. I don't like the yellow people. Oh, I mean that as in we don't like the Covenant faction, which is their color is yellow. The Marauders, which is green, and the Syndicate, which is purple. Thumbs up to them. Yeah, but it'll keep getting worse and worse until you have a catastrophic failure moment like I did, where I just suddenly one day I couldn't get up and go to work anymore. And figuring out where to find money to pay for my mortgage has been a little rough, to say the least. I've had to pull all my 401ks because disability is a pile of hot dog shit.
It's good to see you. So,
The way you put a comma between that 15 and 9 instead of a
I still don't understand.
point,
If
I'm
the
guessing
Iron
you're in
Rose
the
didn't have
UK?
tribute, who did? That BDI.
Ooh, Norway. Can I come live in Norway? It's so much better over there. It sucks in the US. I hate it here. We keep electing psychopaths. Let me over. Your schooling system actually, like, works.
Ah, the hero. As I sense.
Blah, 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 blah. I hate you. I'm gonna smash you with the... Die, motherfucker. Okay, anyway. Like, right now, the US is just... We're a dumpster fire. We are a hot dumpster fire.
All right.
Flaming,
slow down, hero.
exploding
You're mad
dumpster
about the
fire.
stolen tribute, but the pirates people are saying.
I won't be here no more. But I like my little house. Well, except... So I also have a really bad leg injury that on my left leg, on the left thigh, upper thigh, that has been there for over a year. Damn. Yeah, my apparently the people that sold me my house decided that subflooring is not necessary in the front half of the house, so I fell through my floor into the crawl space. And now I have to have somebody stick a needle into my leg and drain the fluid and hope it stays gone, or else they're gonna have to rip my whole leg open.
Would have happened with the Iron Rose. Honestly.
Yeah. I know. I keep skipping all over this because I've done this 50 million times, and I'm sorry. Hey man, I'm not married. I'm not dating either. When you're sick all the time, you don't have the, what do you call it? Energy. I also would just feel bad, like, if I went on a date with somebody and I show up hobbling with my cane and be like, yeah, you might have to be a caretaker eventually, but I don't want you to think about that. I don't know. Where am I going? Where is this? Oh. Hi, Rody Bodie. What you doing, big boy? You need to go back outside. Alright, 1 second. Gotta let the dogs out. Come on, guys. Let's go out. Wanna go outside? Come on. wonder if I can show off my blood pressure being wonky after having stood up and walked around. Here, my thing has a voice. Wonder if...
Attention, please. Please keep silent and relax. Keep the cuff at heart level.
That's it, tighten it up. Oh. Ooh.
Thank you. Your blood pressure is systolic pressure 158 millimeter of mercury pillar. Diastolic pressure 113 millimeter of mercury pillar. Your pulse is 74
Huh. Pulse is low.
minute. Measuring result is
Yeah. Oh, I know you're not supposed to be active, but I was just showing that, like, yeah, and it'll go back down to a normal, like, 124/60 once I let it rest. Usually my heart rate's way higher, though. Let me look at, I have a armband that tracks my heart rate that I wear all the time. Because then the app tells me when I'm exerting too much. I never really got 89. I regularly will just be sitting here playing video games and I'll hit 155 beats per minute. I'll be like, man, my chest really hurts and feels tight and I feel short of breath. I'm just sitting here. Yeah, so basically all the hardware is fine. It's really just the software again that is running the hardware is the problem. Like, they've done an echo of my heart. They've done blood tests. Cardio wise, I look fine on paper, but my brain is just dumb. My brain is just incapable of doing its job correctly. So, because, like, your body's supposed to be able to compensate correctly when you, like, you know, stand up, lay down, all that jazz. Mine just doesn't do that. Wait, do I have all sorts of... Oh, no. Ooh. Oh, the Constitution's so nice, though. Alright, now we'll switch. See how it go. But, anyway. But, yeah. Oh, I scared the ever-loving shit out of one of my GI techs that was checking me in for a GI appointment. Because it did that, my blood pressure did that, and her eyes just, like, bugged out of her head. And I'm like, no, it's fine. I've got POTS. Just let me sit here for, like, 5 minutes and then try it again. But, like, I feel all the effects of my blood pressure and heart rate going that high. I certainly feel it. Oh, yes, I do. It sucks. Actually, most of the symptoms are the same symptoms as, like, congestive heart failure. But your heart isn't failing. It's just your brain is dumb. So, like, you can't get a heart replacement and it gets fixed. I'd have to get a brain replacement, which those don't exist, and I don't think I would be me anymore after that, so. It's a neurological kind of condition, really, the dysautonomia and POTS. It's more, yeah, I think they technically classify it as more neurological, but I see a cardiologist regularly for it to make sure, and I'm not getting worse. They did alter my meds, which has helped a decent amount, but there's a lot of days where I'm just sick for no goddamn reason other than my body is just throwing a hissy fit. Oh, are you telling me it's DINNER time, Rhodey? Oh, it is 7. Alright, let me make sure I'm in a safe spot, you little pooch. Ooh, silver. Hang on. I know, hang on. Gotta get somewhere where I can't get killed. I think this is fine. Usually the wolves don't come over here. Yeah, alright. I'll be right back. I have to go give the dogs their dinner. Yes, I know. Yes, I'm getting your dinner. Go. Alright, dog's fed. God, I need to sit down. Whew. Alright. Well, trust me, it's more of a drag when things start going wrong. And you could have prevented them from going wrong so soon. I'm gonna have to get ahead of these guys to get the... Alright, I'm gonna skip that box for now. Damn it. Okay, you can have that wolf. I want to make sure I get the iron. Just leave the corpses. Yeah, you should go to the doctor, because that's definitely a familial trend. That is concerning. Like my dad's side, they all have really bad hypertension. You're not fine. The first step is saying you're not fine. Damn it, somebody's already gone through. Dogs! Why did you want dinner right then and there? Oh, I can't get the star medal anyway. No, I want the iron. Yes, they've already gotten the other. Yep, they've already gotten all the other ones around here. Can't get these Azoth trees yet, anyway. Ooh, wait, here's one. Go to the doctor. Actually, my dad's little brother, my Uncle Robin, he had to get a valve replaced. Which is why they wanted to do the echocardiogram on me to make sure I didn't need a replacement valve. Luckily, I don't. Thing about POTS too is if you overexert yourself, or even if I eat too much food in one sitting, all the blood will rush to my stomach. All the blood rushes somewhere else. And I found out, we thought I was having narcoleptic episodes, but I was actually just passing out from my heart rate being too high and my blood pressure being fucked up from the POTS. So I do often have crashes during the day, which make it difficult to do anything. Usually the only thing that helps are I have to drink a lot of water with electrolytes. Excuse me. Like I have to have this electrolyte packet every day, at least once. And Rhodey, stop chewing on yourself. Also messes with your temperature regulation. So I'm constantly hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. I'm never comfortable. Ooh, we got a little lag spike. What's coming out loud and squeaky? Yep, all of a sudden, very tired after 2 seconds of activity. I don't think anything should be coming out of you loud and squeaky. Oh, dang it, stupid kid bear. I need some caffeine. Might have to do a grocery delivery. Or at least from the gas store. I guess I could actually go to the gas store, but that would require me actually getting up and going. And then by the time I get back, I'm too tired and I just lay down and go to sleep. It's not just a boulder. It's a frog. Bad cat. Bad cat. grew up with that shit. I was more of a Cartoon Network kid though, but I did like SpongeBob. Oh, goodness. Big ass boulder. I definitely cannot go in that area yet. You have to be level 60. That's a very dangerous place. You're gathering constantly. Keep an eye out to see if somebody's gonna swoop by and steal your shit. Okay, I can't get that close. Yeah. I'm not trying to go in. I'm not trying to go in. Leave me alone. I don't give a shit. Because I know those flowers are herbs. Yeah. Dude, watching Toonami after you get home from school was the best. Or on Saturday nights. Watching Naruto, Dragon Ball Z. Before that, G Gundam, Sailor Moon. All that shit. That shit was good. And then I really discovered what the internet held. Especially once I discovered YouTube. And this was before it was bought by Google. Neighbor kids. That's hilarious. I love seeing like bad translations. Or like goofy translations. I think there's a... I can't think of how to pronounce the word, but there's a German word for food that you've eaten in an emotional state. But it literally translates to grief bacon. Which is honestly quite spot on. Ooh, the iron's respawning. Ooh. If I can get to it before other people. Especially since I need it for craft and all this shit. Usually I go light armor, so I need more leather and, what do you call it? Fiber than iron. But since I have a hammer, I will need a lot of iron. How close am I to that waypoint? No, I want to get the iron first. If I can. If it's here. I'm surprised nobody's cleared out this Azoth tree grove. No, ooh, that's respawned. Gimme. This game used to have a really bad problem with bots just standing around the resource nodes. And then they, because everything's player-based market, and then they would inflate the prices and scalp you out of iron. Alright, this should be good for now. Ooh, wait. Ah, damn, he got to it first. Fair and square. Need silver for jewelry. Alright. Oh yeah, I'll constantly stare at my Steam library. I'm like, I have nothing to play. And I have a lot of games. There's nothing to do. That's when I just start playing things over and over again. Yeah. That was a bust. Dual barrel roll. How much am I carrying? How much of my... Where's my weight limit? Where did they put it? Used to be always in your bottom right corner. Where the fuck did they move it to? Oh, here. Do more stone. Probably some more wood. My brother in Christ, I am... Is he a bot? It's on the PS. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, I could definitely fit more wood. Ooh. Weed. Usually the rocks echo when you're hitting them in like a mountain area. So it's like it's echoing off the mountain rocks and whatnot. Like if I was to mine one in like one of the forests, it wouldn't do that, I don't think. Yeah, I do too. I also miss when you could just like plug things in or put a CD in the drive and you wouldn't have to wait 5 million years for 500 gigabytes to download. Back in my day. I don't get taking the aux ports off of phones. Like, why? I didn't have to get a new pair of headphones until I had to get a new phone that just didn't have an aux port. And then I had to get a Bluetooth aux port thing for my car, because my car is from 2009. And, oh, no, it does echo here. Oh, it's next to these rocks, though. Very realistic. Oh, Half-Life was my big favorite for a very long time. And I used to play the Half-Life before Steam was even invented. It was Sierra and Valve. There was no Steam. And all the mods for it were just so good. Like Pirates, Vikings, and Knights. Top tier mod. I miss that shit. I also used to, especially when I was younger, play a lot of Toontown, those putt games like Putt Putt Enters the Race, or like the little purple car, you know. And I was a big Freddy Fish fan and Rita Rabbit fan, huge. Actually, you can still play Toontown now, because they gave out the code for free to some people that just wanted to rebuild it without the Disney stuff. And Disney just gave them the code so that they could rebuild Toontown on their own server, and they just manage it and keep it up on their own time for free. I'll have to play Toontown on stream at some point. Free to play too, because like back when I was a kid, you had to have a membership to get past a certain level, but now it's just full free. I mean, the graphics are still from 2005, but it's fucking Toontown. What do you expect? It's just a goofy little game that is not stressful. People are usually actually nice and want to help you. Which, coming from, I used to play League a lot. I've died down now because after this last couple patches, it's just been rough. But, like, finding a community that actually has nice people in it, a gaming community, that is like a diamond in the rough. Because League is a cesspool of toxic sludge and just anger and hatred for your fellow human beings. Don't play League. I love it, but don't play League. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Yeah, that was probably for the best. I have spent way too much money on League getting skins and shit. So I feel obligated to play here and there. Oh my god, I have the hiccups? Oh yeah. It was just so funny though, they took away the Hextech chests. Like, you could no longer get free Hextech chests and therefore free skin shards. Oh shit, yeah, I'm joining that clan. Ooh, someone playing? Oh, it's one of my teammates. Oh, can I not tip yet? Nope. Oh, I am. It's E. It used to be T. Right, I'm gonna pose. Alright, stone. Need to cut stone. Stone. Stony stone. Yeah, they got rid of the Hextech chests, and there was such a backlash that they had to go back on it and be like, okay, we've added them back in now. Whoopsie, sorry. It's like, yeah, no shit, buddy. Oh, I'm unlearning that. Okay. Guess we'll just make several hammers and as good as what I have. We're just gonna yoink yoink. I just need to. Oh, I need to see which one I need. Okay, good, I did. Yoink. Earthen Smasher. Ooh, leveled up. I don't know, I've been kind of digging the heavy melee. Alright, we'll just... Okay. Why is my weaponsmithing already at 50? Anyway. I am wearing medium armor though, so we still need to go here. I mean, people just left in droves. They're like, the free shit was the only thing holding us here. Your game is ass. Alright. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, good. Arcane harnessing that I don't do. Alright, we'll do these ones. Oh, that might be the best. That one. Oh, that health increase is nice, though. Yeah, we'll do this one. Oh, I'm not part of the faction yet. Oh, you mean like the join the, what do you call it? Join the clan or whatever, or the trade one? It's probably a trade one, because you have to like be looking at the person. I might have jumped between them and the person they meant to right when they click the button. Okay, yeah, we'll do 60 and then we'll start putting some company is what they're called. They're not called clans, but okay. They must be relatively new. There's a lot of us that haven't. Do I remember the movie? Oh, what's up with that guy's hair? Anyway. Alright. Map. More storage for more things. Whee! Okay. Man, now I don't look as badass. I just look like I'm getting ready to board the Mayflower. I have dysentery! Anyway. Oh, the Twitch chat. Yeah, it was a bot. Trying to sell viewers. Fake viewers. so I banned them. You get a lot of those when you don't really have any viewers. So I like to try to offer you some, but don't let it fool you. Alright, what do I not have that's on? Okay, I need new axe and skinny knife at the very least. Alright. Do the skinny knife first. I need more timber. And Azoth. No, sweet. That was actually pretty lucky. Do I have any? Oh, yeah, that's lucky. I had one of those. Alright, perfect. Alright, I need more wood. I also probably should progress. Yeah, what are you offering as? Yeah, alright. Boop, ba-doop. Yeah, that's right, you can fish in this city. Actually, I do want to make myself look a little bit cooler because I kind of look dumb right now. So, since I have a decent amount of skins, which series I'm missing? Which series? There's a lot of series in the world. I haven't watched it, but I've seen lots of clips of it, and it looks really good, and I would be really interested in it. It's just, I don't watch shows anymore. I just watch clips of them. Then I just watch YouTube brain rot. Maybe. I know it's good. Alright, what we wearing? Guess we should wear something from the medium. Nah. Need something heavier looking. This is just... I know it's good. I prefer to rewatch things that I've watched 50 million times over and over and over again. I also just watch a lot of YouTube funny moment gamers, which is why I'm trying this. Oops, cancel. Streaming thing out. Alright, we'll go with this one. That looks kind of cool. And then leg wear. None of them really look like leggings. I don't want to be just wearing puffy pants. Alright, we'll go with that just so you can't. God, these shoes are ugly. Oh yeah, my turkey feet. It's not really best, but I know it's very far up there. Alright, now we're gonna rock the turkey feet for a little bit. Alright, where are we going? Out there, okay. Now, do I have a hammer skin or a blunderbuss skin? I think I do. No, I have the blunderbuss skins, I just don't have a hammer skin. I like the fish. Okay. Alright, travel mode. I will not collect everything I see. Okay, maybe I'll get these earth spines though, because they're hard to find sometimes. I don't know which show I would classify as the best show. I don't know, I feel like each of them has their own perks. It's more, I have a couple movies that I feel like are like, oh, okay. Hi, Tibbers. Hi, big boy. Such a sweet kitty. Nuts. Give me my nuts. Damn it, this person can harvest the corn way faster than I can. Oh, they left me some. What a nice person. That's rare in this game. Squash my berries. I'm just a simple farmer. Maybe I should get Stardew Valley. Welcome back. Just harvesting squash. It's taking forever, but it's good to get all the squash. I keep warming up the coils for my vape, and I keep not taking a hit of it. I keep getting distracted. Well, I grew up also playing the Harvest Moon games on the GameCube and the Wii, and me and my best friend, we would sit there for hours just playing together on our Harvest Moon game, and like we'd decide like, oh yes, let's plant these here and here, and of course she's a lot. I'm kind of the idea person. She's the one that can actually make it happen. Let's just say that. So, it's 420 vape. Because it's the only thing that at least gives me a slight break from my constant pain. Because otherwise, all I got are narcotics and opioids, and I'd rather not. Unless it's absolutely necessary. So, just some jazz cabbage. So if I start coughing, you know why. Speaking of which, also I have asthma. Probably shouldn't smoke. But hey. Excuse me. Let me go get some cough drops. I usually have them on my desk. Alright, cough drops acquired. Well, I also just have really bad allergies, and with it being spring, I'm a little extra mucusy. Yeah, I know, it's bad, but like, gummies don't always work because my digestive system is fucked up. So, this is all I have access to until
Now this is
that
more
would
like
happen.
it. Have you seen Buccaneer Creek? There's a place we can get some if we play.
Ooh. So much hemp. And hey, I keep my inhaler right next to me at all times whenever I did have to use it once, but I also didn't know I had bronchitis. Which, nowadays, I get bronchitis at least once every year for at least a month. This time it was 3 months. Exactly. Like, I'm not ready to resort to the narcotics and opioids. So getting the munchies is not that bad for me. Getting the munchies and coughing isn't the worst thing in the world. I use a lot of ice packs too, because I have a lot of inflation, but I can't take non-specific NSAIDs, non-specific anti-inflammatories. So like ibuprofen or naproxen, I can't take because of some of the medication I'm on. So all I can take over the counter is Tylenol. That doesn't do shit. Just slowly collecting. Oh, that's a grove of ironwood. I'll have to remember that when I can actually harvest it. I always forget that that's there. Yeah, I do have also mast cell sensitivity / mast cell activation syndrome. Basically, mast cells release histamine as part of your allergy response. And mine just decide to do what they want to do when they want to do it, no matter whether I've shown allergy symptoms to whatever I was exposed to or not before. It's great, but I don't usually go into anaphylactic. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. I usually just get like hay fever. But it's so bad that all the mucus draining down my throat, I start to like vomit because it's just, there's just so much. So much production. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, have fun on Destiny. I'll have to play Destiny with you sometime. Damn, now I ain't got no run to talk to anymore. I sound like Uncle Ruckus. I'm not Uncle Ruckus, I promise. Oh, you poor brave soul. Solo healer.
Continue.
Oh, she gave me a thing.
Captain Doughty, I know we haven't always seen eye to eye in the past, but I would invite you to join me in an endeavor that will be mutually advantageous. As I know you're aware, the town of Corinth has been paying tribute to the sorceress Medea for generations. An arrangement that I believe has run its course. I know you and your crew have sought to acquire the tribute in seasons past, but the Iron Rose has successfully deterred your efforts. This season, I would invite you to make the attempt once again, with the assurance that the Iron Rose will not fail. In fact, you may find God Captain DuPont is very quick to surrender when you confront him. In exchange for your participation and your discretion, I will share the locations of the legendary Verdant gemstones you might share in their bounty. Yours in good faith and in confidence. Francis Turner, Speaker of the Winds.
No, it's right here. It's really well hidden. To being social, I've gone radio silent. Yay, autism. Oh well. That's just how it is, isn't it, Mr. Tibbs?
The withering comes from the very earth here. The Druid's charge was to keep it at bay. But we failed.
There you are! Tell me you got that emerald gemstone and bought us our escape from this accursed place.
Excuse me, but I think you have this all wrong. This is not some common jewel you're talking about. It's the key to fixing this mess. The tower there, the gemstone, must be returned. It's the only way to heal the land.
Hold on there, Plant Princess. We found the gemstone and it's ours to sell. We need that coin to buy a ship.
This land and the people who live here need that gemstone back where it belongs.
There's gotta be at least some kind of reward, right? Right? Ah, so close! I was already feeling the sea spray on my face.
I'm sorry to dash your friend's dream. More, you see the verdant. I must.
Can't believe it.
Oh, that's heavy. Whee! I got some nuts in my pocket. Dog nuts sitting in my pocket. Anybody watch Blarg on YouTube for the goons? Rico. Total Rico. Mr. Givers. Is that the most comfy bed you've ever had? You're a good kitty. Bean, what are you doing? Little Bean. Alright, I'm gonna hop off for now after I get my points. There we go. Alright, now the camera's gone. Alright, I might stream again tonight. Don't know when I'm gonna stream, but I'll stream something. So, see you guys in a little bit. Peace.